So despite the lack of patch notes, I felt it was still important to mention this update simply because it's probably going to prepare players for the multiplayer launch that's happening this Friday in just a couple of days, and that this update is only available to those who pre-ordered and got the early access campaign. Obviously, when you download the game, if you didn't pre-order it, you're naturally going to get the update on day one if A, you put in your disc, or obviously B, you bought it digitally, right? You're always going to get the latest version when you download the game. What I wanted to talk to you about is sometimes something that people just don't understand, and that's okay. The update, there's three parts. There's the base game, which is a 40 gigabyte update, which is why I wanted to bring that to your attention in case you wanted to update your game. Maybe you got to go to work, whatever. And then, as you've probably noticed, if you're in early campaign access, there's also two campaign packs, 1 and 2. Well, their updates, at least on PS5 for me, there were 9 gigabytes and 7 gigabytes respectively. So it's like 40, 50, close to a 60 gigabyte total update. Now, the game for me was 89 gigabytes before all of this in total. Now the game is 104. So despite the update being 60 gigabytes of data, it's actually only adding an overall weight of 15 gigabytes to your game. And that's what sometimes people don't understand, is assets from the original game sometimes have to be re-encoded, so the whole thing gets re-downloaded. And that can happen sometimes. That happened with Marvel's Avengers, I think, and a couple of other games near the beginning where you would almost re-download the entire game, and it was just the way, you know, their digital assets worked. I forget how to explain it properly. I used to know all the details, but just know that that's how it works. So don't worry, it's not adding 60 gigabytes to your game. It should clock in at roughly overall about 100 gigabytes. And yeah, so there you have it. That is the point of this video, is to bring that to your attention. Normally when there's absolutely no patch notes, I generally don't make a video on it because there's really not much to talk about. But I felt here it was important, especially if, like I said, if a game has a substantial sized update, I will mention it just for that reason alone. So as always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. You didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. These guys are going to show up at your door. They'll have a word with you. And if you want to subscribe, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. And if you see this being updated in the title and it says updated, it's because maybe it means that there have been official patch notes. All right. See some of you later. Bye for now.